Oh hi, I am smack dab in the middle of an existential crisis. Somebody has stolen my name. Fair warning, this tale I'm about to tell you has a fair amount of intrigue, stealth, and not understanding the privacy settings on Facebook. Listen, it's not that I believe myself to be so unique, it's just that your name is so personal. You should be able to wear that with pride, or, depending on your personality, slap it onto a bunch of gaudy buildings because you are the most humble person. But here I was, minding my own business, when my phone made a notification sound, which, if you know me, you know is a lie because I have no friends. So my phone has made this sound, and I take a look at it, and I see that it's from Facebook, from a person that I don't know. And they've helpfully messaged, "Hi, I see that you're familiar with Tinder." At this point, I'm pretty sure this is spam, so I don't respond. But about an hour and a half later, they write back, this time saying, "Are you busy right now?" I have a huge fear of being catfished, mostly because have you ever seen a real catfish? It's like late stage Marlon Brando coming at you. So I start to message back, and they finally reveal to me that what they really want to talk about is the Loud House. Crickets. A piece of tumbleweed actually rolled in front of me. I have no idea what this is, like literally have never heard about this show. So some frantic Googling by me leads me to discover that The Loud House is this Nickelodeon show that's directed by me. Well, me, him, or him, me, whatever, that's my name. And then I discover that it's in its third season, that there's a film that's being planned, and that it won a GLAAD award for including 2 gay characters, and now I kind of want to watch this kids show. All pretenses are gone, I am outright stalking this guy now. I discover on Wikipedia that he was born in the same year as I was. Suspicious, if you ask me. He apparently doesn't have a Twitter, but he does have a LinkedIn. So, we'll see how this goes.
So, huge news. This is Kyle in the future, by the way. Kyle Marshall 2 actually did it. He actually accepted my LinkedIn request, so the internet is weird.
And this is where the existential crisis firmly grips me. If this guy really was born in the same year as I was, and if he truly doesn't have a Twitter, and gosh, that must be nice, right? Then I'm doing even worse than I thought. I mean, no Twitter, come on. This guy is working on a critically lauded TV show. If Google Images is to be believed, he's a pretty handsome dude. What do I have? I have a YouTube channel that's about to be demonetized. I have no relationship prospects. And I have this skin that a 60-year-old longshoreman would be like, oh, that's okay. I'm being a bit overdramatic here, but why didn't I devote my life to animation so that I could work on a successful TV show? If anything, I blame Nickelodeon. I feel like I'm Peter Parker and I've just come face to face with my Ben Reilly. Does that reference land anymore? Doubtful. Basically, I've met my more successful clone. Anyway, I finally found my way back to the conversation with Kyle Marshall 2's biggest fan, and he'll always be the second. It was fairly obvious I was talking to a child, so I wrapped that conversation up pretty quickly. But not before I let him know that he and all of his friends should share, comment, and subscribe on my YouTube channel. Also, I have a Patreon. It didn't really go over that well. But now I want to know what you think. Have you ever met your name double, or are you just too unique? Have you seen The Loud House? Should I? Let me know down in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Kyle. I upload videos every Monday and Thursday. I already told you earlier in this video all the stuff that you can do, but the biggest way that you can help me is that if you did like this video, tell somebody.
Kyle from the future here again. I originally ended off this video by saying how ridiculous it would be if the other Kyle actually accepted my LinkedIn request, so that joke doesn't really land anymore. However, I did discover that there is another Kyle Marshall who's a librarian from Edmonton who has more Twitter followers than I do, so can we change that somehow?